What's up, guys? Dimebot here, and I am following Commander Spackman here. Welcome back to another episode of Distant Worlds 2. This is a shorter form series where I'm taking the best moments of stream VODs or things that I found while flying the route and putting them up here for you guys to check out, like this big black hole named Thor's Eye. Check out that lensing effect. It only gets crazier once you leave your ship. A lot of people are scared to go mess with black holes. They're really not that dangerous in Elite, but they are some of the more spectacular sights in the entire game, so if you find yourself near one, I really recommend going and checking it out. Just don't do anything stupid and you won't lose your ship. We had a good amount of fun checking this one out, watching how it really distorts space around it. It's a really well done effect, especially when you have the Milky Way in the shot in the background here like we do. So yeah, it was a very interesting thing to mess with, and like I say, I would recommend it, and it probably won't be the last black hole on this trip. Speaking of things that may be the last of their type on this trip, soon though, we are now going to be coming up on Attenborough's Watch. Now, this is a asteroid base, which is one of my favorite types of bases in the game, and it's situated in a very interesting spot right underneath the rings of this planet here. Spackman was able to thread the gap between those inner two rings, but I didn't have a good angle, and honestly, I don't think the Anaconda was going to fit, so I just went on around. But what's important about this is the first time since we started that I've had an opportunity to land on a station, which is good because when I was landing on the view, as some of you may have noticed, I took a little bit of damage. 3.3G worlds will do that. Not severe, but enough that I wanted it repaired, and this provided a nice chance to stop, rest, repair the ship, and check out a few other things. But it was a pretty fun approach, and let's talk about asteroid bases. Frontier, can you please put a few more in? They're some of my absolute favorites. They can be put in some of the most beautiful, interesting spots in the game, and yet there's not enough of them. They can be found outside rings, they can be found inside rings or asteroid belts, but that's really about it, and I feel like they're such unique bases that it would be really cool to have more of them. Alright, now, once we've touched down, and I did have a little trouble landing for some reason. Must be the 1200 light years without using a landing pad, I don't know. Just rusty, I guess. But it's time to check out Starport Services, and, as I said, repair the ship, refuel the ship, do a little advanced maintenance, and also check out one very other important thing. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've been full scanning all the astronomical bodies in each system, not mapping the surfaces, just scanning. And if we check out Universal Cartographics, well, I have a fair amount of money here just from this one page, and it's not my only page. And this is well before I have completed a lot of system scans on the way to the final waypoint of this week, so this amount is only going to grow, and yeah, I am being kind of cocky and hanging on to them, but anyways, here we are at the Cinnabar Moth Nebula. This is a pretty spectacular view. Nice deep red nebula that has a little bit of a resemblance to a moth, some people say. I don't know, I'm not good at spotting those things, but it was a heck of a view anyways. Speaking of, these next two are brief, but they were very interesting views that I really appreciated. This neutron star, which bathed this whole system, including the Milky Way up there in the top left, a really vivid blue, and then coming up, the PW 2010 supercluster, which I didn't personally visit, but you could see it there. Just immensely bright section of stars out there on the horizon. I would recommend going out there. I've seen some amazing screenshots from it, but I was running behind and was trying to get where I was going, so I may go if I have some downtime this week. If not, maybe in the future. And finally, that brings us to the first major waypoint of Distant Worlds 2, which is Omega Mining Operation. It is situated around this particularly stunning gas giant with these really striated, really distinct colored rings. I always get a kick out of approaching planets like this. They're just so neat looking, even if you do get slowed down a lot approaching them this way. I find the view is generally worth it, and you get some great screenshots out of it. Now, this is going to be where we're going to halt for a little bit while we do a mining community goal. Let me know about your own experiences, guys. Let me know about your experience with the CG. Let me know how you're liking Distant Worlds here in the comments or down in my Discord. Link is in the description below. I'm going to land my ship and then go get started on this community goal. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dimebot, and I will see you guys next time.